Hello, welcome to the section Deep Dive into Women and Gender Studies. Women and Gender Studies has moved around the world as an idea, a concept, a practice, and finally a field of study. By the early 20th century, women and gender studies were recognized in higher education all over the world. Every country graduates from high school, colleges are now exposed to learn about the historical contributions of women and gender issues. These days, it is one of the most liked courses among youngsters. Women and Gender Studies is an interdisciplinary program par excellence that examines gender as a cultural and social construction. It recognizes that gender, like other markers of caste, class, is a vital factor to examine socio-economic, cultural, and political issues of a nation. Some of the highlights of Women's and Gender Studies programs are wide range of curriculum that encourage critical thinking, social awareness and sensitivity, and commitment to change through civic responsibility and participatory action. This helps students to recognize their own experiences while connecting them to the broader social forces. It provides new framework that are sensitive not only to issues of gender but also race, social class, ethnicity, sexuality, nationality, and ability. It is designed to encourage students to find their voice, articulate their ideas in a space intended to be safe and supportive. This course of study allows one to learn the history of gender studies, how these differences were evolved, and how it affects the socio-political economy of our country. This will equip a candidate with requisite skills to do a proper planning and make policies for the betterment of the society with issues relating to gender. Let's look at the courses offered. Bachelor in Women and Gender Studies is an undergraduate program where students explore the operations of power through the working of gender and sexuality as understood across cultures and history. These courses employ intersectional perspectives in the study of such diverse phenomena as music, art, war, political activism, religion, communication, family life, and popular culture. Majority of the colleges offer this course for 3 years, but few of the colleges offer the course for 4 years too. Some of the famous courses available in Women and Gender Studies are Bachelor of Arts, BA in Women and Gender Studies, Bachelor of Arts, BA in Women Studies, Bachelor of Arts, BA in Women, Gender and Sexuality Studies, Bachelor of Arts in Women, Gender and Health Studies, Bachelor of Arts in Women Studies, Gender Studies and Feminism, etc. However, students can also pursue a career in Women and Gender Studies by opting for degrees like BA Honours History, BA Honours Psychology, BSc Honours Psychology, BA Honours Sociology, BA Honours Political Science and BSc Honours Physics and others. The Women and Gender Study course curriculum varies from college to college and would also be dependent on the level at which the course is being offered. Women and Gender Study courses cover topics like women in history, women's struggle and movements, evolution and key debates, status of women in ancient, medieval and modern times, constructing gender and intersectionality, gender mainstreaming, theoretical issues and debates, understanding sexuality, conceptual and underpinnings, inclusions, exclusions, discriminations, caste, class, ethnicity, waves of feminism, gender theories, gender equity and state policy for gender mainstreaming, and gender historiography. Let us now look at some of the institutes offering bachelors in women's studies. The Indian Institute of Psychology and Research, Karnataka, Field Marshal K.M. Karyappa College, Karnataka, Hiralal Mazumdar Memorial College for Women, West Bengal in India. This course is available mostly at postgraduate level. Some of the top colleges offering women and gender studies in master levels are TISS Mumbai, Ambedkar University, Delhi, and Rajiv Gandhi National Institute of Youth Development, Tamil Nadu, Savitribai Phule, Pune University, Punjab University, Punjab, Bangalore University, Bangalore, University of Madras, Tamil Nadu, University of Mysore, Karnataka, Bharti Dasan University, Tamil Nadu, University of Hyderabad, and more. There are several institutes around the world that offers high quality education for women and gender studies. These courses fall under humanities as well as law stream. Some of the well-known institutes in abroad are USA, Harvard University, Stanford University, Boston University, and Yale University. The average yearly fee for women and gender studies courses varies between $32,000 to $49,000. UK, the University of Manchester, University of Leeds, University of Kentucky. The average yearly fee for women and gender study courses is between £21,000 to £32,000. Canada, University of British Columbia, University of Alberta, and University of Toronto. The average yearly fee for women and gender study courses is approximately $32,000 to $46,000 Canadian dollars. Australia, the University of Sydney, University of Melbourne, and Australian National University. The average yearly fee for women and gender study courses is between $29,000 to $42,000 Australian dollars. New Zealand, University of Otago, University of Auckland, and University of Waikato. The average yearly fee for women and gender study course is between $35,000 to $46,000 New Zealand dollars. Now, let's look at the admission process. Indian institutions give admission to students on merit basis for undergraduate level. However, few colleges conduct entrance tests for master's level for students' admission to the Women and Gender Study course. Successful graduates of the course interested in higher studies within their discipline have the choice of pursuing MA in the subject. During their masters, they can choose any specialization like Women and Gender Studies, Women, Gender and Sexuality Studies, Women, Gender and Health Studies, Women Studies, Gender Studies and Feminism, Social Work, Public Health Advocacy and Social Justice, and Public Services. Other than degree courses, the student also have options for advanced level diploma in the field. People wishing to step into the research field to have a career, the education sector and work as professor, lecturer may choose MPhil or PhD courses in the subject. Some of the top skills required to have a career in field are gather, review, evaluate and interpret information, present information and ideas clearly, develop interdisciplinary analytical skills, develop the ability to utilize scholarly and cultural materials, think critically about the production of knowledge, turn theoretical concepts into action, develop teamwork skills and understand group dynamics. The Women and Gender Study course prepares students for employment as well as for entrepreneurship. Given the interdisciplinary nature of our program, students may find that they are increasingly prepared for greater employment possibilities, including both government and private sectors. Common employment designations include outreach worker in community service, research associate in marketing agencies, donor relations coordinator in charities, case manager in social government services, policy analyst in government or advocacy groups, market research survey and analyst in corporations, journalist or editor in media, human resource associate in recruiting, and more. The famous sectors for employment for women and gender studies are UNICEF, WHO, hospitals and healthcare organizations, national and international archives, documentation centers, organizations relating to migration and refugees, government organizations, arts and media sector, institutions which promote expertise in the field of gender, diversity, policy and culture. Famous personalities include Savitribai Phule, Kamla Bhasin, Durgabai Deshmukh and Malala Yousafzai. That's all for this section, deep dive into women and gender studies. For in-depth information about admission process, deadlines, career opportunities, pros and cons of the career, please refer to the reading material. See you soon in the next section.